I'm here with Virgil Elings, and he has one of the most unusual motorcycles. We are both in the Megola Club. I have one of these too. I have the racing version. You have the touring version. It is a 1922 Megola, 5-cylinder radial engine in the front wheel, which seems very bizarre, but when this was designed, they hadn't made the decision that the engine has to go in the middle. There were a lot of people working with all sorts of different ideas, and this is about as strange an idea as you could get. And this is the touring model. Just the idea that you'd be touring on this is hilarious to me. But how did you come about acquiring this?
Oh, it was an auction in Paris and didn't sell, and then somebody came to the museum in Solvang and said, gee, don't you have a Megola? And I said, well, if you know about one, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And he said, well, there's this one that bottomed. Anyway, so there it is.
Well, this is about as rare a motorcycle as you get. This was built in Germany. Was it Fritz Megola? I can't remember. I guess it escapes me because I've never met another one. You know, occasionally I will get calls in the middle of the night. Yeah, this is Jay Leno. I'm calling from Germany. Do you want to sell Megola? No, I don't. Okay, thank you. And then like 5 or 6 years later, they'll call back. Do you want to sell Megola now? No, I don't want to sell it. So the Germans have a fascination with this thing.
I think we have the only two in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is the answer to an engineering question that nobody asked. I mean, just the technology. Look at what you have to do here. You've got to lubricate it, get gas to it, and get spark to it while the entire engine is spinning. I mean, it's just German engineering at its most complicated and finest, really. I mean, it's just the fact that the engine spins and cools as it's spinning, plus it's got to be lubricated, and you don't want to get a flat tire. That's another nightmare. But
I understand the inner tube was in the shape of, I mean, it was cut at two ends, and you stick it in like that.
Is that how it
You'd
works?
never take that
No.
on the tour.
No, yeah, yeah. And you carry your oil up here.
It's geared down 6-to-1, it turns out. A lot of
Yeah.
people say, oh, the crankshaft is the axle and therefore it spins around, but it really is, there's some gearing in there.
Now, when you stop, the engine stops.
Yes.
And it says in the Megola manual, when you come to a stop sign, you should orbit.
Yes, keep going.
And it shows the guy orbiting until traffic clears, and then he pulls away again. So if you come to a red light, just orbit and go. I mean, it's fascinating. But you know, I have the racing model, and they actually did quite well on the ovals because you'd crank it, and that wheel start whipping around. It would just pull you around the track. I mean, as bizarre as it seems. Is gas or oil here?
Oil.
I don't remember. This is oil. Right. It's lubricated. Okay.
Gas
and
on the other side.
Right, and it's total loss.
It loses it quite a bit.
Yeah, and you have your exhaust right here, and you started by spinning the tire.
Yes.
Yep, yep. So in a sense, jump starting it that way. You'd think the rear wheel would be the place for it, but no.
This thing has a crazy addition, and I don't know how real it is, but they put an electric starter on it with a belt to the back to get you moving.
Oh, I see. So you're going down the road.
So it pushes itself.
It pushes it. Oh, that's fascinating.
And then you fire it up.
But you started by spinning the wheel, right?
We started with electric start, but yes, we normally start.
Yeah. Can we fire it up again? Is that possible?
We can try it. Where's Jeff?
Let's fire this baby up. Okay, give it a start.
We're not going to stop. All right.
Yeah, when that wheel kicks back, you don't want to be going.
Don't get caught in it.
Where are my fingers? If you guys can get
Yeah.
fingers, then
There you go. No transmission.
No transmission, no clutch.
No transmission, no clutch, none of that nonsense.
Yeah, simple. No common sense.
Is this just throttle right here?
Yeah. Not too fast, Jay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, no.
Well, that's about as
What
far as
have
you
you
want to drive this
done?
thing anyway.
No, we'll start it up again.
You don't want to go.
Oh.
Well, the
Maybe
gas.
we should turn
the
the gas
gas
on.
is off, of course. Well,
Try it again.
Look at that. I mean, look at what's happening there. It's lubricating, and
guy I bought it from, a French guy, said you start the engine and then you take it off the stand.
Yeah,
And I'm thinking, you do what?
That's right. How do you? So you have to kill the engine to start to go again. You don't want to put high exhaust pipes on it either.
It's tough to get the timing light on it.
Yeah. You've inspired me. Now I got to go home and get mine running. Virgil, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
Thanks for sharing this. Here, let's let it die. Oh, look, it's idling.
It's idle.
Now it has to orbit when you come to a light.
I guess this is where you push it off the stand while it's idling.
So once it's hot, then when you take it off the stand, then you'd roll and it just
there
takes
you
off.
go. Well, you get somebody behind you to say,
You know-
okay, now.
You don't want to drive this in LA traffic. And of course, there's no front brake,
No front brake.
and you can't disengage
And
the engine.
luckily they put this electric ignition, so at least you can shut it off.
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
weren't for that switch,
Yeah, yeah,
what do we do?
yeah, yeah. This
It's a tough
is
one.
before stop signs and before red lights. But just a fascinating piece of history.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.